Bonsoir fellow mini enthusiasts! Do you want to know how to remove paint from your mini and go from this to this with minimum effort? Let me show you how in 3 simple steps. Because that pile of grey shame clearly needs new friends. But anyway, let's get on with it, Goblin Gang. The thing you'll need: 1. Glanzer, or another paint stripper that doesn't destroy miniatures. 2. Isopropyl alcohol. On top of being toxic, this smells terrible, so please put a mask on. 3. Soap, Brushmasters or equivalent. 4. Gloves. If it dissolves varnish and paints, your skin needs protection. 5. Your sacrifices, your minis. Step 1. Spa Day. In this video, I am using an ultrasonic cleaner, but you can absolutely use a simple container. It will work just fine. It will just take longer and require more elbow grease. First, submerge your minis in Glanzer. Make sure they are fully covered, unlike me, who did not have enough the day I decided to make a video, évidemment. Let me show you the result without the ultrasonic wave first, so you can see that it works without it. I like to add 10 to 15% water to make the mix less aggressive. This is not mandatory, but it gives you more room for timing. That way I don't have to check every 5 minutes. After 1 or 2 hours in there, you can remove some of the paint already. The results will depend on both the type and quantity of said paint on the mini. Sometimes it comes off super cleanly, like on this spearman, other times not so much. Looking at you, stubborn archer. If you are lazy like me, you can just put them back in for longer. Now let me show you the difference with the ultrasonic wave. Time for a spa day, and the results speak for themselves, Goblin Gang. Look at that! So easy. It's not 100% perfect yet, but it will be after a few more steps. First, everyone gets a turn in our green jacuzzi. The hero first. It's not mandatory, but I'm using this clip thingy. I don't know the exact name. This little crocodile mouse will help you see what I'm doing better. But why would you ever need to remove paint from minis? There are 2 main reasons. First, if you are like me and love a good bargain, you probably buy most of your minis second-hand. And since I don't know what paints were used, I prefer starting from a clean canvas. Or, the second reason, your painting skills have improved so much recently that your older armies are now burning your eyes. And there's also me who changes my mind every 2 seconds. The archer is still putting up a fight, but the ultrasonic waves really help take some of that red paint off. The cavalier will finally start cooperating too. Just to be sure, I'm going to leave them in the ultrasonic bubble spa for 10 to 15 minutes. Now the mini are out of the jacuzzi, and you can see there's a huge improvement. I suppose the person I bought them from used the same red paint on all of these, but somehow I have 4 different results. The spearman is okay, the hero is super clean, but the archer and the cavalier are still quite red. But fear not, I have a solution. Step 2. Bubble bath. As the name suggests, I use soap and water. Though this seems like a skippable step because it's not as satisfying or visible, this is actually important. You just based your mini in a very aggressive product. Now we make them safe again. And no, you don't have to use this specific soap. But it has never failed me for minis and brush cleaning. Usually I just cover the mini in bubbles with a soft-haired brush and really get it in there. The bubbles will help remove the last tiny paint particles that are stuck in the mini's recesses. Then I rinse them thoroughly. You can totally do this rinsing part in your sink, but do not put the Glanzer from your initial bath in there, okay? Dispose of the chemical waste properly according to your country's law. Mother Nature thanks you. Step 3. Alcohol. This is in real time, by the way, so you can see how fast it works. If your mini still shows some colors after this is your final step. Take a bit of isopropyl alcohol and gently scrub your mini with a brush. You will see the remaining stubborn paint dissolves away. You don't need much alcohol at all. You can see how this archer is finally all grey. knowing I'm doing this while not trying to get out of frame. Honestly, watching that red disappear is more satisfying than expected. Look at this cavalier going back to grey. Neat! Of course, the more time you spend doing that, the cleaner the result will be. And if you look at my recipient here, you can see that the alcohol is quite red, which means I did a good job. And even so, our hero looked perfectly good already, just to be sure he's getting his dose of alcohol. This will go into its own waste bottle and be disposed of properly. And here is a before and after. Congratulations, you have just added fresh troops to your grey pile of shame. Now you're ready to paint them once again. If you watch until the end, you are amazing. Merci beaucoup. Drop 3 soap emojis in the comments, so I know you are part of the secret end of the video club. Subscribe to join the Goblin Gang, drop a like for that sweet dopamine boost, and as always, bonne chance with your hobby les amis.